Hello students, welcome to Bridge Academy for Grade 10 Biology Tutorials, Unit 1, Subfields of Biology, Lesson 4, Contributions of Biological Discoveries to Society and Environment. At the end of this lesson, you will be able to discuss the major discoveries that revolutionized biology. Introduction: biological discoveries have transformed how we live, work, and understand the world. Inventions like the microscope and medicines like penicillin, along with breakthroughs in genetics, have improved health, advanced science, and helped protect the environment. These discoveries have made life safer, healthier, and more sustainable. This lesson explores the contributions of the microscope, penicillin, and inheritance, focusing on their impact on society and the natural world. We'll start with the microscope's role in revealing hidden worlds, then discuss penicillin's life-saving power, and finally explore how genetics shapes our lives and environment. 1. The microscope, a window to the unseen world. Early microscopes, built by Antony van Leeuwenhoek, magnified objects up to 270 times. This tool changed many fields, improving society and the environment. The microscope, invented in the 17th century, allowed scientists to see tiny things invisible to the naked eye. In the 1860s, Louis Pasteur used a microscope to study microbes in liquids like milk. He saw that these tiny organisms caused spoilage and diseases. Later, electron microscopes showed even smaller details, like atoms. Medical field microscopes revolutionized medicine. Before this, people thought diseases came from bad air or spirits. The germ theory changed how we fight diseases. Microscopes help study ecosystem structure, revealing how microbes fit into nature, like in soil. Energy flow tracks microbes in food chains, like algae feeding fish. This led to the germ theory, which says microorganisms, like bacteria and viruses, cause illnesses. This knowledge guides conservation to protect forests and oceans. Nutrient cycling shows how bacteria recycle nitrogen, keeping ecosystems healthy. His vaccines for diseases like rabies prevented illness. Better hygiene, like hand washing, reduced hospital infections, saving lives. Doctors now use microscopes to identify germs causing infections, like bacteria in a sore throat, to choose the right treatments, like antibiotics. This helps police catch criminals, making society safer. Tiny evidence, like hair or bullet marks, holds clues. They reveal DNA and chromosomes, showing how genes pass traits from parents to offspring. Pasteur also invented pasteurization, heating liquids to kill germs, making food safer. Ecosystem study microscopes are vital in ecology, the study of how organisms interact with their environment. They magnify tiny organisms, like bacteria and algae, showing their roles in ecosystems. Biotic interactions show how microbes compete or cooperate with other species. Trophic levels identify microbes as producers or decomposers. Vaccines, pioneered by Pasteur, prevent diseases like polio. Careful use is needed to maintain benefits. Genetic research, aided by microscopes, targets diseases like cancer. Succession reveals how microbes help ecosystems recover, like after a fire. His laws explain how traits, like eye color, pass from parents to offspring. They detect abnormalities, like cancer cells, for early diagnosis. In agriculture, it creates better crops, like pest-resistant corn, feeding more people. Forensic science microscopes aid forensic science, which solves crimes using science. Microscopes magnify these to show details, like scratches on a bullet linking it to a gun. Atomic and gene study electron microscopes see cells at an atomic level, aiding gene study. Microscopes detect gene mutations causing diseases like cancer, improving diagnosis and treatment. Fluorescent microscopy highlights genes, advancing genetic research. Tissue analysis. In histology, scientists study tissues, like skin or muscle, to understand their structure. Electron microscopes show fine details, like cell membranes, advancing medical research. This led to the germ theory, which states that microorganisms, like bacteria, cause illnesses, revolutionizing how we identify and treat diseases. And succession, helping scientists understand and protect ecosystems like forests and oceans. 2. Discoveries in medicine. Penicillin. Medical discoveries, like penicillin in 1928 by Alexander Fleming, have transformed health. Penicillin, the first antibiotic, fights bacterial infections like pneumonia, saving millions. Before antibiotics, infections were often deadly. How has the study of inheritance through genetics benefited agriculture? During World War II, penicillin treated soldiers' wounds, reducing deaths. These advances increase life expectancy and improve quality of life. However, antibiotic overuse causes resistance, making infections harder to treat. 3. Inheritance applications of genetics. Gregor Mendel's work on inheritance laid the foundation for genetics. Genetics helps diagnose and treat diseases like cystic fibrosis, improving health. In conservation, genetics saves endangered species through breeding programs. However, genetically modified organisms (GMOs) may affect ecosystems if they spread to wild populations. Genetics balances benefits like food security with environmental care. Summary: the microscope revealed tiny worlds, leading to the germ theory and better health. Penicillin and other medical discoveries save lives but require careful use to avoid resistance. Genetics improves medicine, agriculture, and conservation, shaping a healthier, sustainable world. These discoveries show how science enhances society while protecting the environment, but we must manage their challenges responsibly. Review questions and answers. 1. How did the microscope contribute to the development of the germ theory? Answer: the microscope allowed Louis Pasteur to see tiny microbes in liquids like milk, proving they caused diseases. 2. What role do microscopes play in ecosystem studies? Answer: microscopes magnify tiny organisms like bacteria, revealing their roles in ecosystem structure, biotic interactions, energy flow, trophic levels, nutrient cycling. 3. How do microscopes assist in forensic science? Answer: microscopes magnify tiny evidence, like hair or bullet scratches, to reveal details invisible to the eye, such as linking a bullet to a specific gun, aiding police in solving crimes and ensuring justice. 4. What is one major impact of penicillin on society? Answer: penicillin, the first antibiotic, treats bacterial infections like pneumonia, saving millions of lives and making surgeries safer by controlling infections, significantly improving public health. 5. How has the study of inheritance through genetics benefited agriculture? Answer: genetics helps create pest-resistant or high-yield crops like drought-tolerant corn, increasing food production and supporting food security for growing populations. 6. What is one environmental challenge associated with the use of antibiotics like penicillin? Answer: overuse of antibiotics leads to antibiotic resistance, where bacteria evolve to survive drugs, spreading in ecosystems and disrupting natural processes, making infections harder to treat. Thank you. Subscribe this channel for more exciting lessons.